Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, should of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another WWE Mayhem video. And in this video, we're going to be doing the entire insane difficulty of the Raw event. And you can see the rewards for the Raw event are amazing, as you're going to get 125 4-star keys, a total of 1/4 of a Tier 4 basic, which is 36,000. You're also going to get 80 gold, so you're not going to actually waste any gold doing this. You're going to get 2,500 event keys, about 10,000 cash, 1,000 retro tickets, and a Tier 3 basic for hitting 100%. Now, I don't know if there's any other rewards tucked in above the 6, because the old Smackdown and Raw events were able to get more. Hopefully they can get the Smackdown and Raw keys back in the game, because, well, it was actually pretty cool getting those. So we'll have to see if they come back in some capacity, or if they're just done with them. But I'm hoping they come back, because it's kind of cool having other cases that have more specific characters, like Raw, Smackdown icons. Like the Brawler event had a Brawler case, and you used to have to buy those for real money to get them. So it's kind of cool to be able to get that as well. So this is the team I'm going to be using. I'm probably going to stack a couple more females when I actually do the female path. But the synergy I'm using is Dean Ambrose with Dolph Ziggler gives less blocks. So that means we just have to deal with parry. Dolph Ziggler will also give your buff abilities more power, so that means that AJ Styles' momentum gain will be better, and any rage effects will be better. Becky Lynch, if she has any buffs, will do it. And we also have the mixed match partner synergy with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn can be a force to be reckoned with as well, because of his stun component on one of his signatures, and he also has momentum on the other. So he's really powerful, kind of like Ted DiBiase when he can stun with submissions and injure. That's also really powerful. So we're going to give this a try. I think this is the best team composition. Again, if you don't need a female, you can take Becky Lynch out, but less difficult opponents might mean that they're less aggressive, meaning that if they do parry you, they might not do anything. So we'll see if my logic is correct by that, or if I'm full of crap. So we're going to start. It says required showman, so we do have that required female. So we do have Dolph Ziggler, who is a great choice. A lot of opponents in the first pathway, so hopefully we can go the distance and we're not going to have to heal much. But I'm kind of scared to death because I only have one maxed out 4-star, who is a really good 4-star in AJ Styles. We're going to have these Styles clash, and already we're in great shape in the first match. The first couple matches are generally pretty easy, though. So you can see we get to 2 bars twice before the opponent does once. We're going to have the phenomenal forearm and put AJ Styles away for the hopeful victory in the first match.
That'll be heard all around the world.
Yes, he is. He has no chance of kicking out, and that's going to be our first victory today. So we're going to get 200 event keys, 160 cash, 25 XP. I wish they'd kind of give a little bit more XP, because apparently XP doesn't matter after level 70. Let's see if they actually put in those stupid Tier 4 boxes, which are actually worth. No, it looks like they listened. That the Tier 3 boxes are actually better than Tier 4. So, based on the knowledge I have here, Reliance Games is aware that their Tier 4 loot boxes suck, based on the information I gave them. Which, there's no reason Tier 1 basic should be in a Tier 4 loot box. I could understand Tier 4 shards, but the cash is too low. The resources you gain are too low. So I'm glad that they stuck with the 750 or the Tier 3 cases and not the Tier 4. We'll have to see what it looks like in the class event, though. But yeah, these Tier 4 boxes suck. So the fact that they had to recode in Raw and Smackdown and all these other events, they realize the boxes suck as much as I do. So we're going to go off the signature on Kalisto, and actually we're handling this extremely well, so I think the less difficult opponents is making a difference. And we barely missed the pin on Kalisto. Doesn't really matter because we get the momentum. Got to be a little bit careful. Signature vulnerable. Luckily, he did not get one off, so we're going to use a super move, and if he does want to kick out, we're going to drain his energy, meaning that we'll be able to get off a move before he can get off a signature, but he's not going to kick out. So 3 for 3. It looks like the less difficult opponents probably is a better synergy than block and parry, although the opponent generally blocks more than parries. So that's going to make the Raw event trivial. So AJ Styles is kind of just there as a heavy. If you have, for example, a maxed out John Cena, there's no reason you can't use John Cena. But AJ Styles is my go-to maxed out 4-star on Raw. Just like Roman Reigns, Brawler is my go-to maxed out 4-star on SmackDown. AJ Styles hasn't even taken any damage. And you can see with the less difficult opponents, the AI is pretty dumb as well.
He's flying high.
So we're having no trouble whatsoever beating up Sami Zayn. We're going to play it a little bit safe here and go for the super move, not the signature move. That way we can for sure take out Sami Zayn.
Look at this. That'll be heard all around the world. I can't watch this.
And that's going to be the easy 3 count. Sami Zayn wiped out. We haven't even taken any damage yet in the hardest path. That's crazy. But that goes to show you AJ Styles was a great investment. I use him in Ultra events, which we have not had one since version 22. So I'm kind of curious to see if they're kind of gathering data from insane difficulty or if they're kind of just waiting, or maybe they're aware of the whole block and parry thing and yeah, they're not going through with that. Because if you use Randy Orton with Carmella, this could be bad because of the double exhaustion and weakness. Yeah, Cesaro just triggering exhaustion weakness, but you can see the AI is not going for a special. And he's not blocking. I haven't seen a parry yet, possibly because of the less difficult opponent, so we might have to beat Cesaro down to 0. We got 45 hits on him. Block reduction is definitely huge, though. And so now we get up to a super move. We're going to get that off. He did not get to 3 bars with the momentum before we got it off, so we're going to hit him to 0. 50, actually, no, we didn't. 57 hit combo for AJ Styles. We have a slow pin. And yeah, this team is legit. You can slot somebody else in. Like I could slot in Alexa Bliss to kind of help out Becky Lynch on the female path. And you still got the synergy with Sami Zayn. You still have the block reduction with Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler. So if you have any of those combinations, and remember, the synergy is also useful even if you have a 2-star Dolph Ziggler and a 3-star Dean Ambrose. There's no shame using your 2-star maxed out Overdrive 50 Dolph Ziggler. It's probably going to be better than my 4-star. Oh, that steal was actually really big.
Oh, nice.
But again, the AI is not doing anything. Let's get off the Sunset Assault now that he's under 3 bars and put him down.
Oh my goodness.
This is absolutely crazy that we're not taking any damage and the AI really is not doing anything. And they can't block. So what do? You can parry, but the AI's got dumber AI. I probably should run a test on less difficult opponents if that synergy is kind of like both block and parry. Because I haven't seen one parry the entire path. So that's rather interesting. So now we have a tag match with Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. Basically maxed out 4 stars, not quite. They probably miss about 10-15 levels.
Wait to get started, and neither can I.
So Bobby Lashley back to dominate. I'm back with a Styles Clash.
Oh, man,
Now we want to dodge because he's going to want to tag out. No, he doesn't. You had your window of opportunity. Now we're going to go off the Phenomenal Forearm. And again, we got the 2 bars. Now, show the High Flyer synergy is actually more powerful than the buff abilities with Dolph Ziggler. But we needed a showman for this path. I didn't realize it. We failed on that, but that's okay because we're going to gain momentum. And we're at 2 bars. And we're going to reverse again. We're still getting momentum. And he's going to go to 0. Who remembers the time when Reliance Game was messing with dodging after trying to block a tag? Who also remembers when I used to swipe, dodge, and just obliterate with Macho Man? Those were some fun times during the Brock Lesnar and Andre the Giant 4-star versus. If you guys remember, back in December of 2018. Alright, so my AJ Styles is still untouched. No damage taken whatsoever.
This is a dream match.
And we're even swinging faster than Samoa Joe. Let's get off the phenomenal forearm while Samoa Joe's at 1 bar.
Signature move. From the top rope.
And that's why I like AJ Styles, because he's got that phenomenal forearm. And it makes for some really quick fights in 2, 3, and 4, even 1-star versus. If you connect the phenomenal forearm with a signature rage, you can basically pin anybody in 1-star versus. So that's why he's my go-to guy in 1-star versus. If I had one, it is definitely AJ Styles.
This is a title match.
Let's get off the Styles Clash on John Cena and get that momentum going again.
Up his opponent.
Hits for 34.72. We did not get a momentum. AI does not get an attack off. Look at those critical hits for like 370. We got the Sunset Assault on John Cena.
Oh my goodness. He's taking him downtown. Oh, a loss now would be catastrophic.
And he goes down. Now, a lot of these synergy for like blocking and parrying and stuff, you only need 4 people for it. So Ultra events are just fine. You just have to make sure that you level up Carmella and Becky Lynch, because those two have the, and also Alexa Bliss when she comes out as a 4-star is going to have that synergy as well. So we're going to have a title match here. We have Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles, but we got to take a screenshot to troll the universe. So we're going to get 54 star keys, 8 2-star powerhouse overdrives. Definitely not worth 920 gold. Let me tell you. If it was 4-star powerhouse, I'd take it all day long for American Badass Undertaker. But unfortunately, it seemed like they only give 2 stars. So finally, we take some damage in the match. I don't really care about weakness because I just care about momentum.
He's going for a signature
But it took
move.
the entire match to even take damage. That's pretty crazy. So we did get the momentum that time. Seth Rollins can gain as well. We're going to go with the Sunset Assault and Steel Energy in case he does get a momentum in the counter. It's going to hit for 25.89. We still had weakness. So this is why I feel that AJ is still slightly stronger than Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins does not have the steel on Superman.
That'll be heard all around the world.
So Seth Rollins is going to kick out. And barely kicks out there. So we're still going to gain momentum. We're going to go off another Styles Clash. And Seth Rollins gets put down. So yeah, this Raw event is actually pretty easy. Another kick out. I don't know why the Phenomenal Forearm triggers the effect twice. Like, it doesn't actually count as a pin.
Oh my goodness!
When somebody's at 0 health. I don't know if you guys have noticed that too, but I don't know if that's a glitch or working as intended, but when Seth Rollins used that Phenomenal Forearm, if the opponent normally would kick out at 0 health, it's like an extra chance. I don't know if it's spaghetti code, but I'm guessing that's how it works. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it does happen, I'm pretty sure that is why. So the first pathway is done, and the AI was dumb as hell. And we're going to get those tier 3 boxes. And yeah, that's a lot better than the tier 4 boxes, for sure. And we're going to get 3,000 tier 4 basic, which is 1/12 of a tier 4 basic. We're going to get 54 star keys, 2.5 event cases. We're going to get 400 retro tickets, 4,326 gold, and or 4,326 cash and 30 gold. So now we're going to take advantage of the title match. And one thing I also am very happy to see is that even Superstar difficulty has a title match. So 2 title matches, you're going to spend roughly 30 minutes clearing out Insane fully. So you might as well take advantage of it. So we're going to use a small energy. And now we're going to go to the top pathway. And then we're going to slot in another female for the bottom path. And we're going to see if it's as easy as the middle path was, with less AI and reduced blocking. So that went a lot better than I expected. I was not expecting to just kamikaze obliterate the event.
From the top rope, that'll be heard all around the world.
AJ Styles is going to go down. Again. But that time he had a decent amount of health left. Alright, so if anybody is getting increased loading times on an iOS device, I highly recommend you reinstall the game. Reinstalling the game will kind of free up whatever like dead memories within the game. I don't know if they've optimized it a little bit. Let's use Dean Ambrose here because we haven't even used him. AJ Styles has been overpowering the competition. Let's use somebody else. Now what I like about Dean Ambrose is that I think his Dirty Deeds and his charge attack both trigger a no chance. Let's get off the Dirty Deeds, as a matter of fact.
Uh-oh, we know what's coming.
That time it didn't trigger. And so Constable Corbin's going to steal. Does it really matter? No, because he's injured. So we're going to get that off. And he has no chance because of the charge effect. And Constable Corbin goes down. Now, the Shield synergy has been broken up in Raw and Smackdown events, but in most other events, you can use it freely. Like in class events, you can use the synergy as free as you want. There's no penalty for that. By the way, who noticed in the bottom pathway a 4-star Natalya? Why are they putting characters in the game that we can't get? I've always wondered that. We're going to use Mr. Dean Ambrose again because we have the positive synergy against Bray Wyatt. Hopefully we can get an injured if he does get a low health heal. But yeah, they nerfed that ability in the ground. It's kind of unfortunate, but in a way it's kind of good. So Dean Ambrose took a little bit of damage, and you saw the parry there. So the AI can still parry, but generally they don't parry that much from strike attacks. There's the exhaustion. Now let's get off of Dirty Deeds. No, what the hell Special 2 triggers it? Must not be Dirty Deeds. It must be the Lunatic Lariat. Let's find out. Let's let him kick out on purpose and test it. And he gets the heal. That kind of sucks. Maybe it is the Dirty Deeds. I don't know.
What the heck? I have seen it all tonight.
But he got the low health heal. Down he goes. I like the whole charge heal thing on Showman. It's pretty powerful. There are some pretty good healing effects from Showman. I don't think Ted DiBiase's is that insane, but I would definitely like to try to increase the healing on a John Cena, Ultimate Warrior, Rock. I think that would be glorious. I think Razor Ramon has one too. Ultimate Warrior does have one as well when he takes a lot of damage. Imagine you're just sitting there and the opponent can't knock you out because you're taking too many hits and just healing a ridiculous amount. That would be hilarious. But then you're stealing the opponent's energy on top of that so they can't even do anything.
Signature move!
Ultimate Warrior's kit is definitely way stronger than his PI indicates. And I use Ultimate Warrior when he used to give momentum on one of his signatures. I think it was the Ultimate Splash, which I think still does, and that was pretty insane. And Ultimate Warrior is definitely no joke. This Raw event, for some reason, is. I don't know why, but less difficult opponents just makes the AI as dumb as Tim can be sometimes. Alrighty. So now we have the Usos. We have AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose barely took any damage.
I think they have something to say to these superstars.
Let's get off the Styles clash on Jimmy Uso.
Oh man, the Styles clash!
So we're going to get momentum. Now we're going to get off the Sunset Assault, put Jimmy Uso down to 0. And that should be enough to get rid of him. 52-63.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Yeah, no chance of kicking out.
Oh, that's it. He's done.
Yeah, we're actually winning these matches pretty quickly, too, so we're definitely making use of this title match. I think one way they could possibly help the insane difficulty, not necessarily increasing the shakes, but maybe increasing the amount of cash that you get. Maybe up to like 500 cash for a title match or something. Or 250. That way it actually feels insane. They got the Styles clash on Rey Mysterio.
Signature move!
Hits for 42.72 into a pin. A pretty quick pin. We barely miss it. We don't get momentum, but I'm pretty sure Rey Mysterio is going to go down pretty quickly. We have the sharpshooter. We're going to do that and get our first tap out of the night.
We know what's coming. Danger of submitting here. Oh,
down goes Rey Mysterio.
From that.
All right, cruising through this event pretty quickly, I might add. All right, so next up we have Dean Ambrose, and then we have Seth Rollins again. I cannot wait to use Ted DiBiase in the Icon event though with Ric Flair. And probably Andre the Giant. He's still a pretty good powerhouse against high flyers. Let's get off the Styles Clash.
We know what's coming.
Who would you guys like to see my next Icon max out? Should I do a female? I probably should. I probably should do Trish Stratus. Or should I do Lita? Or should I do one of the Bellas? There's 4 females that I can upgrade.
Too much. I can't watch this.
Which one would you guys recommend I take up? Lita and Trish Stratus are definitely upper tier females. I don't know if they're like top tier like Carmella, Charlotte, and Alexa Bliss and Naomi, but Lita and Trish definitely help out where the Bellas are definitely mediocre. Correct me if I'm wrong, because that's just how I feel.
They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
How many people would also like to see The Undertaker added to the Mayhem class, since he's still an active competitor? I say Undertaker for Mayhem class, if anybody.
Signature move.
The dude's been wrestling since 1990 in the WWF.
I've seen it all tonight.
He deserves Mayhem class status. I don't know about you guys, but how cool would it be to use Drew McIntyre and Undertaker in the Raw event? It'd be pretty cool. Alright, so 2 pathways are done. Yeah, that's really good. Tier 3 box is really good. Alright, so we got one final pathway. We're going to take AJ Styles out, and we're going to throw in Alexa Bliss. I could throw in Ronda Rousey, but I think Alexa Bliss is my strongest female on Raw. So we don't want to use Dolph Ziggler as a disadvantage. Dean Ambrose is a max rank 4. So he's not too far off from actually being a maxed out 4-star. I just need to get him up to rank 5 and finish him off. Let's get off the pinball bomb. This should put AJ pretty low.
Winding up for his finisher.
24.62.
I can't watch this.
Barely missed that pin. But we can go for a low health stun. He's also vulnerable. Oh, we screwed that up. It wasn't quite at 0, so we deserve that damage. 1750, not too bad though. Gets the momentum, we get the low health stun. Will we get the no chance? No, we don't.
Oh my goodness! I've never seen anything like
But he does not kick out, so we got a little bit luckier. Took some damage, but I deserved it. I went for the charge too early. I should have been swiping. Yeah, so we're going to have like 10-15 minutes left on the title match. I might have to go do normal difficulty of Raw. I do also have the wild card event I have to do, and I have to also do the brawler event. There's like 3 events I have to do. So there could be a lot of event farming to do on stream for you guys very, very soon. Now we have Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax. Looks like I'm going to waste 3 energy. That really sucks. So we're like burning energy in the store. Alright, so Nia Jax has vulnerability, so let's just do this.
She's giving her the business.
Get some damage on her. Hits for 1937. Keep in mind, Nia Jax does have the class advantage. Spears and pair. Very important that we don't try to do a special until she has the low health stun.
Spectacular!
There it is. So we're going to charge. So she's almost at 2 bars. Goes through a table. How long is Nia Jax out with both of her knees being replaced in surgery? That's got to be a long rehab time. I mean, I hated her on the mic. Like, she really needs somebody to speak for her, not Tamina. And I don't understand why they don't just have Tamina as a singles wrestler. You could probably give some matches to Becky Lynch, but for some reason they pair her with Nia Jax. They want them in the tag roles. I'm really confused. Alright, so we actually get more damage with Becky Lynch because of the powerhouses, so let's do this.
This is a dream match.
This is not doing much damage. Let's get off the Super Buster and stun.
Uh-oh, we know what's coming. Oh, baby.
It's for 1194.
What agility. Oh,
Not a very long stun. But it is enough to get to 1 bar. And now we're back over 2 bars. Let's get off a second Super Buster and put Natalya away.
Oh my goodness. Bam! This is the move that makes her famous. Oh, a loss now
And
would be
Natalya gets eliminated.
Good night.
So yeah, this AI is dumb. I mean, I don't want the AI to be stupid where nobody can do the event, but wow. It's amazing what Synergy can do. And you can use it in Ultra events too, when they actually come back. Who misses the Unstoppable Giants, by the way, or those really, really huge health opponents? Yeah, it feels bad wasting it. We're winning these fights way too quick. So we're wasting 3 energy when normally we would actually overflow and hit an energy.
Oh, we waited a long
Like, realistically, it should take... Whoa, glitchy. That's bad. It's a twisted bliss.
This is actually happening.
So we have to get off the signature vulnerable here.
She's setting up her opponent.
Super annoying that they have that brushback glitch where, like, you get, like, teleported and then you can't even strike. So that's what the 3-star Alexa Bliss looks like. That's why I put a shirt on her, because I'm not really impressed. I think the shirt looks better than that outfit. Don't judge me. So Alexa has the Bliss DDT, which means that she cannot signature vulnerable me unless she has the vulnerable buff. So let's get in Becky Lynch. She is going to reverse.
I can't believe
I'm surprised.
She just reversed.
I don't know why the AI would reverse that when it's just going to do more damage and put you to 0.
Bliss DDT.
I would have just let him tag out. But that's just me. I've made that mistake in the past too, where like the opponent tags out and I instantly think reversal. Now there are times where you do want to reverse the move, just so you kind of set them up where they have no chance of kicking out of a pin. Like if you're at 3 bars and the opponent's at 1 or less, sometimes it's better to let them reverse one of your special ones and then they have no chance of getting out. So, pro tip there. Yeah, there is a 4-star Natalya. Interesting. We'll have to look at her abilities. So, we can't use Becky Lynch because that's a class disadvantage. We could use her against Natalya. Or we could just use Alexa Bliss and take the class disadvantage, but we'll have to see.
Man, will you listen to that crowd?
So this Ronda Rousey does not have stun immune. I'm going to save the Twisted Bliss just because it is signature vulnerable. "36 hits and Ronda Rousey isn't even at half health. Now she is. Probably going to be about 70 hits to take her down to 0 because I don't have a strong 4-star on Raw. I probably should continue leveling up Wildcard Becky Lynch. 66 hits to take her down to low health Sun.
This is not going to be good. This is not going
That's
to
a
be
lot
good.
of hits.
I have seen it all tonight.
And Ronda Rousey gets pinned 1, 2, 3. No
Without the
sweat.
3 count, it's a pin.
Yeah, we still got like probably 10 minutes on the title match by the time we beat Natalya and Seth Rollins. So, yeah, we might as well take advantage of it. All right, so next up we have Natalya. It's still telling me to use Alexa Bliss. I'm actually surprised by that. But my Alexa has 1,700 PI from being a maxed out 3-star Overdrive 10 or so. So this Natalya doesn't even look that much different.
Oh, yes!
I probably should have looked at her abilities. Let's actually do that. Why does she have... Oh, that's my buffs. So Natalya has Raw members have more damage. Raw team members have more critical hit damage. So Ruby Riott, Ronda Rousey. Less difficult opponents with Robert Roode. So that's actually going to be good. So you don't have to use Sami Zayn, Becky Lynch. If you don't have them. Bret Hart mentored. That makes a lot of sense. Powerhouse Pal with Mandy Rose. And then the featured is in there as well. So she's got submissions, 45% damage. Natty by Nature triggers exhaustion. Natalya Sharpshooter, so she's got her own personal moves, which is probably why she's not available as a public character. And Super Buster stuns, that's really good. And also stun after submission move. So, and a chance to trigger, wow, she's actually got a pretty good kit. And then block reduction can be useful if the opponent blocks a lot. Who remembers when they actually had like characters that increased your block or decreased your block? I know they still have block breaking, but you don't see that as much. But it can actually be useful if the opponent is blocking and they have a high hidden block value, which I'm pretty sure every character has a block value that you can't see. It's taking more hits to take down Natalya because of the class disadvantage. 80 hits to trigger the low health stun.
Look at this!
So we wasted a little bit of time on the title match checking Natalya's ability, but we had to do it. She's not available in the game yet. Another character victim of gated content. Just like Jason Jordan, just like 4-star Baron Corbin with the long hair. And now Bayley, who we can't get yet. Alright, so now we have Seth Rollins going up against Dean Ambrose. Who remembers this rivalry?
Here we go!
Let's get off the dirty deed since Seth Rollins is not at 2 bars yet. Just get some extra damage on him. It's the 1738. Probably could have used Dolph Ziggler against Seth Rollins for the class advantage, but I'm pretty sure Dolph Ziggler is only ranked 2. But he's not that strong. There's the injury. Let's get off the pinball bomb and get him near 0. Yep, he went to 0 because of the injury. I think he was barely under it. And there's the 2-count kick out, and he is going to be able to kick out. Yeah, let's give him another one and put him away properly. So yeah, that synergy is really powerful. Less difficult opponents. I haven't really used it very much, but the block breaking definitely helps. Being able to make the opponent block less. That's usually what screws your rhythm up more than the parry. So the Raw event is 100% completed. Very happy about that. And those tier 3 boxes, I think, are right on point. And there's the rewards. 1/6 of a tier 4 basic, 75 4-star keys, 600 retro tickets, 5,500 cash, 50 gold, tier 3 basic weight. This is what the reward should be like. It should not cost you gold to play these events. So, Ryan's games, you definitely nailed it with this. And you nailed it with Evolution, too. Although Evolution had more cash. So, if you like this video on completing Raw Newark Insane Difficulty, please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends, and as a favorite, check out my other WWE Mayhem videos playlist, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono. My Instagram, which is HollywoodShono's. And again, Dean Ambrose, Sami Zayn, Becky Lynch, Dolph Ziggler. You're going to get the less difficult opponents, less block chance, super useful synergy. You can also use Bobby Roode and Natalya, which we found out from the synergies. That also works for less difficult opponents. If you don't want to use Becky Lynch or Sami Zayn, you can do that as well. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day, kids.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!